Oh! Cancel culture. Left and right. People are getting canceled. Who's next? Felix Schellberg, I'm coming for you. You're about to get canceled. You're done. I know all your secrets. Oh, not funny. Should not joke about serious things. Sorry. I forgot. Today we're doing a video on Jubilee's Should We Cancel Celebrities for Their Crimes, where they discuss about cancel culture. They'll gather people in a room. Some are for cancel culture, other people are against it. Let's hear what they have to say, and I hope I can give some insight as well as a YouTube epic person. Let's go.
R. Kelly, bye. I'm done with you. Get out of here. Like,
but that's in your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm for R. Kelly.
I just think if you support him, you're a dick, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and then it's their right to be a dick.
There you go, everyone. Everyone hates R. Kelly, no matter what side on the spectrum you're on. We can all agree R. Kelly is done. This should be a fruitful conversation. It's so funny because on the internet, everyone loves to be so divided. It's basically like everyone is driving in the cars, so it's okay to yell at each other. But you get people that don't agree on the topic in the same room, and all of a sudden, I think this is a natural human trait that we are naturally agreeable. It's kind of funny. I just threw that in there for no reason. It's just an observation that has nothing to do with the point. Okay, let's keep watching. Yeah! Hey, guess who the cancel culture people are? Billie Eilish stan over here doesn't like R. Kelly.
Hello, my name is Adib Kadir.
He's
I have a
anti.
computer
Okay,
science
interesting.
degree, and I'm a product manager in the tech industry.
Hi, I'm Will Court. I'm a music student at USC.
Hi, I'm Joy Villa. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm anti-cancel culture.
I like how she said that. I'm actually anti. They got a nice
hi, I'm Lindsay Riebling.
diverse
I'm a consumer
group, I will
insights
say.
specialist, and
This
I'm
should be interesting.
pro-ish cancel culture, more on the side, but I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Hi, I'm Seth Fowler, law school graduate.
Here's a hot take. I'm against cancel culture, but everyone that is for cancel culture needs to be canceled. They need a taste on their own medicine. We'll get into it. I have so much to say about this. We'll get into it.
I would buy an artist's work even if they committed a violent crime.
I would be inclined to say no, because obviously I don't want to support anyone that does violent crimes. But on the second hand, it's very circumstantial. What if they're defending themselves? Then I think it's fair game. But then on the other hand, I probably supported a lot of rappers that have done very violent crimes. It's like rappers are not part of the group. Let's get real here. It's teenage girls in charge of any cancel culture movement. Feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. There's a reason rap hasn't been canceled yet. Let's get real here.
Humans are a series of impulses on a spectrum of time. Like, we are constantly changing, we're constantly evolving. Have any of you ever, honestly never not told a lie in your life?
Of course, we've all lied.
So are you a liar today?
Boom! What an argument. That's a great point, actually. That nuance is never put today. You can tell clearly with people digging up old videos and using that as evidence. If we want to do cancel culture, I feel like we need like a certain time. We need to get more organized is what I'm saying. Certain time frame. I guess that's the thing. Like, you know, Shane is the one getting canceled right now. And, you know, you watch the clips and you're like, geez. But it doesn't say when they're made and stuff like that. Same with Jenna, you know. You watch it and you're like, ugh. But then knowing, oh, that was actually 9 or 10 years ago. That, to me at least, that changes things a lot. And especially if I know that person has grown out of that. That doesn't make it okay what they did, but at the same time, I don't see a reason dragging someone to the dirt because of it. I'm trying to argue both sides here. Like, I think it's good that there's a clear line of what's okay today by maybe referencing things in the past, but I also don't think there's a good reason to cancel someone for what they did in the past. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. God damn it. I haven't thought about this properly.
I think the issue with cancel culture is it's kind of like this, like, you have a cut on your arm, let's just chop the whole arm off.
Yeah, it's also, I like this guy. He's got good points. I like that. Very good. Good metaphors. It's true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's right.
the amount of people that work on some of these projects. Like, think of like a Harvey Weinstein movie, right? He did terrible things. I wouldn't want to support Harvey Weinstein. But most of his victims are people that were in his movies. By not supporting a Harvey Weinstein movie, you're also not supporting his victims. So it's kind of like you're in a weird spot, right?
It sounds like a weird argument, but I actually agree with him. Because for me, example, I mean, no, honestly, Harvey Weinstein movies, 100%. There will be more movies. They will be okay. But at the same time, looking at from my perspective with Scared PewDiePie getting canceled, I feel terrible about everyone that worked on it. Hundreds of people that never got to show all the guests that we have, so many people on set, planning, organizing, money, all this stuff that never got to show anything for it because of me, and that doesn't feel fair to them. And I'm sorry. So I kind of see his point, but with Harvey Weinstein, nah.
You can't bring down the kingpin without bringing down the organization that he built.
I guess that's the problem now. Everyone is a kingpin, apparently. You got a YouTube channel? It's like people are massively overestimating our influence when it's convenient and massively undermining it when they feel like it. He's just irrelevant. Can you believe he posted this for his 100 of millions of subscribers? Many times I hear that. Whenever it's convenient, the argument switches. It's great.
So he's said something very interesting to me about like the whole cutting off the arm and to fix a cut. And I feel like the exact opposite, because when you talk about how like...
You get another arm? Is that what you meant?
Oh, if you're canceling people, blah, 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 and they have good inventions, it's like, there's so many smart people.
There are so many smart people. That's where you're wrong. That's why cancel culture exists. There's too many dumb people. That's the problem. Oh my god. Remember last year when James Charles was canceled and the entire world was so sure that he was a predator, and the amount of people that spread that message around, causing him to almost end up being suicidal? Did we learn anything from that? No. No one learned anything. Absolutely nothing. If anything, it's just worse now. Did we learn maybe we shouldn't point fingers before we know the full truth? No. No. That does not happen anymore. Those days are over.
Power's in our hands, and I feel like for me, I'm doing my part by choosing not to like mess with that person anymore.
Look how conveniently they're putting this. What a half-ass argument, right? That is not cancel culture. Saying that you don't want to listen to someone, who fucking cares? No one's going to stop you. The problem is that cancel culture wants them to stop making whatever it is they're making. They want to deplatform or all these things. That's the point of cancel culture. Saying that, oh, I'm just like, I don't want to listen to them anymore. No, that is not how it works.
So their music should continue to be sold and available.
I personally don't think so.
Just don't listen to it. Don't buy it. You yourself, absolutely, every individual has the right to say, hey, I don't like this. And you can even tweet about it and say no. But then to start a boycott, that's why I don't do boycotts.
People have different morals.
Like, I personally have the right, I withhold the right, I think all of us do, to not go and support these people we don't believe in. I would never tell you, wait, I'm gonna go see XYZ movie and you have to too. If you say no, you have that right. What cancel culture does is saying, I'm not going to see this person because I don't like this person, and nobody else should either. And that's why I hate it.
Damn. Smart people. I like them. I like them a lot.
Cancel culture is out of control.
What the hell is that? When was this filmed?
When it started,
May 2019.
I think it was a good thing. It's like the Me Too movement, a good thing. But
I agree. You know, you had all these victims. The police didn't listen. What else are you going to do? And now it's like, wait, you say you were this and that. Why didn't you go to the police? They're not going to listen anyway. You should still go to the police. It's just easier. It's easy. I'll just write something.
When you get the court of public opinion involved, I tell you, it becomes so horrible. I am an artist. I've legitimately hit #1 on Billboard. People think, oh.
I love when she threw that in there. It's just like, what?
I don't run my social media. I absolutely do. I read comments. I respond, even negative ones. When people say, I hope you die, somebody should kill your family. You should get raped so that you have a baby illegitimately. And you can, I mean, it is online bullying.
Cancel culture, rationally, is overall a net positive, I think. But there are sects of cancel culture, like the toxic people, that issue, the death threats. And of course, those need to be excised. Cancel culture originated out of compassion, the voice for.
I guess that's the problem. No one holds the people that are part of the hate mob accountable, you know? I think the James Charles thing is such a good example because everyone was so on board with canceling James. And now people are deathly defending James to the point where they go after other people for whatever reason. I'm just saying that is the thing that happened. But wait a minute. You were ready to cancel him. You don't get the right to switch around, you know? If an influencer did that, they would be held accountable. But for a mass group of people, that just doesn't exist. So it's like they're expecting everyone else to be better, but everyone part of cancel culture are no better themselves. I think so, at least. And speaking of which, Tati uploaded a video, and I wanted to address it so fucking badly because I hate her so much. But I'm just so done with all of this. It's so childish. It feels pity to even comment about like YouTube drama and all this cancel stuff that's going on. I'm just like, I don't want to participate in this. This is just ridiculous. And I don't even care who's right at this point.
It's like, let's say you wanted to boycott Coca-Cola or Nike or something. Imagine if stores started taking Nike shoes out of the store before you could even make the decision as a people to buy it or not buy it. And we need to have the right and the option at our level.
Do companies not have that right too?
I mean, technically, I'm sure if something really bad came out about a big brand, they probably wouldn't shelf it, right? Because it looks bad on them. So that the argument isn't really bulletproof. I'm just playing devil's advocate here for the sake of it. And also, it's almost like YouTube is still so new and people have been doing it for so long when the internet was basically the Wild West and people said and did whatever they wanted. And that's kind of what's part of the charm of YouTube. People could express themselves completely freely. But now with more advertisement and more people watching, it's clearly slowly developed into a mainstream, something more on the grounds of corporate sort of cleanness, and that seems to just be the standard from now on. You know, from someone that's been through all this cancel, I've definitely become so much more aware of not just what I say, but how what I say can be perceived, because it's not just what you meant by communicating something. It's if you can take a portion of what you said and it seems like something else, that's enough. So that's how careful you got to be when you articulate yourself. And yeah, a lot of times it's not even worth it. That's why I don't like doing Pew News anymore, because it's just too much to keep up with. And I just and then I feel done with drama. And Papa Gloria died as well, which is so sad. I know some people would think, oh, that's so sad, he doesn't do it anymore, it's not right. But I also feel like I'm too old, man. I don't care. This is not why I started YouTube. And I'm in a way expressing myself here. So let's keep watching. Sorry for all the rambles.
They're trying to make you not buy the product. I think that they're saying, as a company, we do not agree with this, so we're not going to sell your product here. When record labels stop playing their music or whatever, I feel like it's justified. Specifically for victims, because when it gets out that that person did something like that, their music skyrockets. And for the victim, seeing that they're getting so much support for that,
right?
And then once the
Especially when
cases
they're
are over, then sure, you can play their music more if they are innocent. But it's also like the justice system isn't always right.
I gotta say, people have a very childish sense of justice. It's almost like at a childlike level. It's probably just me. I don't think most people would agree on this. To me, if someone did me bad, I wouldn't feel justice just because other people found out. Other people need to know this person is bad, because otherwise it's not fair to me. I think that a lot of people think that way, and it's a very childish way of looking at things. Oh, this person treated me badly. I'm not trying to downplay what, there's obviously many bad things happening. There's also things that come out and seem very trivial, again, referencing that as an example, so people don't take what I say out of context. The Tati and James situation, where Tati was mad. This YouTuber was mad that her friend promoted a brand that wasn't hers. And that was all it took to create the biggest cancel drama in the history of YouTube. That's basically the mindset of, this person did something bad to me, now I need to do something bad for them, and other people need to know about it. That's what I meant. Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. Don't cancel me. If I have a problem with someone, I either stop talking to them or I work it out in private. But that apparently does not exist because everyone on this fucking side is a mentally underdeveloped child.
The public should hold celebrities accountable when the justice system fails.
Have people not been taught that the world isn't fair and is never going to be? That doesn't mean you should try, obviously, but it's like, it seems so basic. I don't get it. I clearly don't get it. That's just my take on it.
Hey, friend. Hey. R. Kelly is the first name that comes to mind because he has sex tapes that show his face, and people are still like, he didn't do it. We love R. Kelly. He would never. And most of the time when it's a celebrity being convicted, they can always buy their way out.
That's exactly who came to mind for me too.
What does she mean with buying their way out? Like getting good lawyers? Yeah, I can see that actually. That's what happened with Epstein, isn't it? It's a fair point.
First of all, how many times? Oh, hey, join the
Yeah,
group.
what's up?
How many times in like the United States justice system have we seen guilty people get off innocent and then you find off years later that that happened? If the
A lot of times it does happen. And I think especially it happens when you are basing decision around anger and this important sense of justice now. It needs to happen now instead of in a court of law where it's carefully examined and impartially examined. I think that's important.
justice system doesn't come through, we as a people shouldn't.
Yeah, again, no one's waiting for the justice anymore. Everyone just found a shortcut. That's the problem.
What's important and what's happening now is that we do look at replacing, whether it's the district attorney or whatever the system is that's causing it to fail. People should go and address this so the next millions of people that go through that system go through a just system.
True.
I think we all completely agree with that. Like, the justice system needs to be fixed. But I do think the reason cancel culture started and when it originally derived was because, like, to be 100% right, like, that takes so long. Like, for our entire government and justice system to, like, evolve into your idealistic view of it is not happening next year. I think we're making change. I think it's happening. But I think our generation that spawned cancel culture was like, we don't have time.
Right.
We have the same
have to
problems
fix
with
this
cancel
It doesn't fucking matter how it started. What the problem is what it is now, which is ironically the problem with cancel culture, because they don't seem to draw any distinction on the past and present, apparently.
I just think if you support him, you're a dick, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And then it's their right to be a dick.
But it's their right to be
And
a
it's
dick,
our right to
yeah.
hate them.
And it's
For
our
being-
right
That's right.
not
That's
to
First
buy
Amendment.
from them.
Right.
I hate how they're bringing up R. Kelly. Yeah, everyone can agree on that, but the problem is so much more nuanced than that.
But I like compassionate cancel culture. If you look at the history of somebody and you look at how somebody responds when confronted.
They're not discussing any of the nuances. They're just speaking very broadly, you know? It's so easy to take a clip or a portion of someone said or literally just spread rumors online. That's enough for people to jump on board and cancel someone. These are the issues to me. I think it seems like everyone agrees there should be something happening to bad people. Yeah, we can all agree on that. There should be some repercussion, but they're not discussing any of the issues that involves within it.
We all kind of have the same opinion on a level.
Yeah,
For
you
the most
do.
part, we think that people deserve
Oh my
consequences.
God, yes.
But I feel like we think it to more of an extreme.
Look at, oh my God. Oh, look
Good talk, good talk.
Good talking to you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate a civil conversation, but Jesus Christ, that was the least productive thing I've ever seen in my life. What the hell? Let's see what the comment has to say, because I'm curious. It depends. Yep. Cancel culture isn't activism. It's virtue signaling on social media to get clout points on the internet. Cancel culture works in a way to where people are guilty until proven otherwise, which is a large reason why it's so toxic. Toxic. Is this aimed at James Charles, lol? Yeah, I think it must have been uploaded at the same time. It's such a perfect example, but no one learned a single thing, and it blows my mind, dude. The same people that are like, we need to cancel James Charles. Can you believe James Charles was suicidal? We should have cancel culture cards and pass them out. You get one, all right? You get one. Everyone gets one, and then you have to shut the fuck up. That's my solution. I think people just have to be brave enough to stand up, you know? I know I referenced the James Charles scenario a million times already, but when I looked at that, I couldn't make sense of why everyone was canceling James over something so trivial and allegations that were not proven at that point. I think I'm probably more prone to look at things more openly since I've technically been cancelled as well. And I hope the public will catch on. It seems like in general, most people in these comments seems to be against it. But the problem is when you get a big group very worked up, no one wants to come in between and say no, because then they'll jump on you. And that's just how it is. Everyone loves cancel culture until you're the one being canceled. Curious about your thoughts on this. Leave some comments down below. Maybe we can have a discussion. And thank you for watching. I'm gonna take 2 days off. And see ya tomorrow. No, 2 days. Thanks to all the members. I've been really happy that we can support different charities each month. Thanks to all the members. And I'm happy to be able to do something positive in these times that internet just seems so incredibly heavy. When I said as well as a final point where that I'm careful with what I say now because as an effect of cancel culture, it's not that I'm not even scared of being canceled. It's more the fact that I just want to enjoy YouTube. Like, if people came after me for dumb reasons, I know how to defend myself. The problem is most people aren't equipped with the tools to deal with the giant hate mob. And that's what leads people to cancel themselves. You know, people like Jenna Marbles, who quit YouTube recently because of the clips she did, what was it, 9, 8, 10 years ago, because she's just fed up with it, which is completely reasonable, completely understandable. But I hope she comes back. I think people don't realize just sort of what kind of ball of pain they're inflicting on an individual by doing these things, because you might think, oh, we're just getting them canceled or we're just getting them demonetized or whatever, but it's so much more with that. And whenever there's a big hate mob going at someone, you might not see it, but there are people doing extreme things like sending death threats, doxing, going to addresses, calling parents, calling jobs, doing all these things that maybe you don't even think about if you think, oh, we're just doing this, he deserves it. There's so much more to it that it just isn't right, and it's not appropriate. That was my final thought. For some reason I felt like I hadn't talked enough. Okay,
Children of 9 parts, it's time to raise what was once forgotten. What creatures, fart spells, and poop troops await? Poop D is coming to Nintendo Switch. And remember, it has a very big PP. Pre-order promotion, I mean. I am yes,